Okay. Hello. How are you? I did promise to do this video, you know. But unforeseen occurrences before as well. I've got Bowser today. We've been for a long walk. We're getting back. And he's so tired. He's in there. He's got his own little house. There's blankets all over, coats and everything. It's cosy, lovely and warm. He likes his own peace, you know. He likes his own peace. We have a great time. Oh, I found this the other day. It came off us. It's beautiful. It's not glass. It's special stones. It's got facets on them. Lots of facets. It's like a diamond, you know. It's cut. You see? It's white. Pure white. Very precious. I was watching somebody the other day. She was dressed in white. And I thought to myself, wouldn't that look lovely? You think I'm silly, I know. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, today, I've got something, I don't know if you'd be interested. You know, when you get in ancient times, they used to have these rings, didn't they? Special rings. And it was the king's seal. The king's seal. And when the king sailed anything, that was it. Yeah? Couldn't be opened or whatever, unless you had the approval of the person who sealed it. Right? So I'm going to talk about the sealing. You know, you get the red wax, you melt it on, you fold it, and you put the seal on. Yeah. Now, think about that. There's an illustration. Yeah, think about that. Now there's an event coming up shortly. A very important event. People don't realise, only those who are actually in a covenant, a sealed ring, in a marriage covenant, will experience the sealing. And what do I mean by that? Well, the sealing in this case is the sealing of the Holy Spirit. Yeah? It is our Father, the Spirit of our Father enters in, and He seals His sons and His daughters. Yeah. You see the steam coming by. It's cold in here. So I got my coat on. I don't have to explain anything, do I? Why I'm in the cold when I've got lots of gas. It's my business, isn't it? To be honest, I haven't even hoovered up the carpet. It's not bad anyway. It looks alright. Anyway, I've got this interesting text to read. Actually, if you're interested. And we're coming up to a date, right? There's an event going to happen up there. A cross. It's a sign, right? Now I've given a date of Nisan the 14th. Not Nissan. Nisan, the month, the Hebrew calendar. Yeah. Now, if we convert it over, it's April. April the 22nd. April the 22nd. It's a very special, very, very special date. Wrote in the stars. You know, I'll be walking Bowser and I'll try and get him to look up. There's an aeroplane coming over. I said, look at that aeroplane. Is it? No. Animals don't look up. Animals just don't. They're not even designed to look up the way they're designed. The human is designed to look up. But they never do. They never look up to see what's going on up there. Never. Some of them do. Some of them. Let me ask you a question. Have you known anything, any animal, to go out in a cornfield, lie in the cornfield, lie back, and observe the stars? You ever see that? You ever see a monkey just sitting back and watching the stars for 8 hours, 10 hours? There's only humans would do such a thing. Animals don't do this. Now, people are animals, but some animals, they all have a frequency. A bird has a frequency, the spirit of a bird. And then many spirits. The spirit of a pigeon is different to the spirit of a dove. Think about it. The spirit of the person, the human, can be animal-like. Animal-like. So they operate under a animalistic frame of mind. Yeah? There was a man of ancient times. For 7 years, he actually lived as a beast. A mighty king. Yeah. His nails grew long. His hair grew long. He was just like one of the beasts. A great king of ancient times. He was humiliated. Everybody watched this king. He went to the dogs. Even the dogs were better off than him. This is the mighty king. Babylon. Mighty king of Babylon. The head of gold. You see, my father can humiliate anyone. Don't care who you are. Whether you're a head of gold, Mr. Trump, whether you're a head of gold, a head of silver, it don't matter to my father. He allows these positions to be put upon man to either refine them or they get rid of themselves. How do they get rid of themselves? Well, I'm going to read. We either get a sealing from Father, which is an anointing, knowing that you are the son and daughter of the Almighty. Do you get it? Once you realise, and then you start looking up, like the sons of God should do, then you will see the signs. Bowser doesn't know the signs. He doesn't know. Just like all these people who don't look up. They'll not know until it's too late. Because you're going to see celestial phenomenon. My Father sending. It's divine. It's so. It is great joy for some and great sadness for others. I'm just hoping you're on the right side. I don't care who calls in, whether it's in 4. I don't care. I want the best for everyone. We are here, the 144,000, the chosen ones, the anointed ones, to change the frequency of the people that we deal with here. We are not from here, but we have to deal with these people, these animalistic people who think as animals, and try and correct the frequency. Many, many people have been abused, brought up in a certain way that makes them react a certain way. Take, for example, get a dog that's been badly abused. A beautiful dog, badly abused. It takes great knowledge, love and insight to bring that animal back, to be able to trust the human again. It takes time. Humans know no different. If you see a bad reaction and you're trying to correct and help someone, and suddenly there's a bad reaction, please understand, the frequency that was put into them is now being corrected. Anger may come, they may do something out of, these can't love me, these can't love me, they surely can't love me. No, I've been abused so much as a dog. I've been kicked, I've been put in fights, I've had to fight bulldogs. I don't trust anybody. And yet it's got a beautiful nature. It takes great skill to correct what someone else has done to that dog. There's nothing wrong with the dog. There's nothing wrong with that human who's done this, that and the other. It's what's been done to him or her that makes them react like this. My Father understands everything. We're here to correct the way people treat each other. Try and understand if someone reacts towards you in a certain way. Do not judge until you know the full facts why a person acted that way. You see, Yeshua, it is said that he will not judge by any mere appearance, nor what anyone else said about this person. He will not judge until he sees both sides of the story. I've heard some I can't go into detail about some of the things that the police and the social services, the social workers have done to families. Inexperienced people who break up families with lack of understanding of the human race and why people react this certain way. So they'll tase them to get things under control. Instead of, they're not trained the police. They haven't got a clue. There are some, very few, in the police that have an understanding. Thank God there's the good ones in the police. But they've got a hard job because they know what their colleagues is doing. But there's going to come a time, very shortly, you're good guys, your colleagues, watch them, keep them right. Keep them right. Take them to one side, say, should you be doing it this way? Can't we get peace in some form here without reverting to the most brutal it's like the Hitler Squad sending the SS. Do you want to be labelled like that? The police? It's just as well that you've got some good ones among you. Because you are getting the label. And it's not a good one, is it? Now, I've got to talk about the ceiling. I don't know why I had to talk about that, but I have. Here we go. I'll fish my mouse up. Hello there, mouse. Hello, mouse. This is from an ancient text. It's about the 144,000 sealed. Remember to watch out for the dates. It'll say across. I'm not going to go into detail. Jacob Israel actually has a good video on what's going to happen with the eclipses and what's already happened. And there's a sign. There's a sign in the stars up there on the 8th of April. Do you want me to tell you everything? Can't you just find out a little bit for yourself, you know? Because it's more interesting when you search and you say, what did he mean by that? Let me see what Jacob Israel said. Let me have a look. You go to his videos and you'll see a map and how the shadow comes across, creates a cross. Where is it? What location is the centre? So there's all these signs. People are missing them. Okay, let me see this. This is Revelation 7. Revelation 7. I'm going to read verse 1. Maybe down to verse 3. After this I saw 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the earth. 4 corners of the earth? How can you stand at 4 corners of the earth? Depends what it's shaped like. Think about it. And the North Pole and the South Pole. Yeah, think about it that way. Holding back the 4 winds. The 4 winds, one that way, one that way, one that way, one that way. So that no wind would blow on the land or sea or any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east. You remember the sun rises in the east. The sun representing. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Think about it. Giving us clues. Rising in the east. What rises in the east? The sun. Listen. Get your spiritual head on. And I saw another angel ascending from the east with the seal of the living God. The seal. The seal. The sealing of the Spirit. On the flesh. On the flesh. Knowing who you are. Anointed. It's a bit heavy, this stuff, isn't it? It's a bit heavy. Bear with us. And he called out with a loud voice to the 4 angels who had been given power to harm the land and to sea. So this angel is a special angel, comes from the east like the sun, shines. It's a loud voice to the 4 angels. Get ready, set. Are you ready? 4 angels to blow. Wait, not yet. Hold on. Hold your horses. Do not harm the land or the sea or the trees until we have sealed the foreheads of the servants of our God. Who's your God? Oh, my God's the God of money. I love money. Oh, I love sports. I'm loyal to my team. We all have an attachment to some sort of team, body of people, whether in business or just sports or whatever it may be, families. Father, let me just pass on. No, don't. Why? Read it. Why? Why? Oh. My father's just said to me, explain something. The 4 angels who had been given power to harm the land and the sea. Right? The instructions is, don't harm the land or the sea or the trees. That can be taken spiritually and really in the physical. In the spiritual, the sea is the sea of mankind. The trees are trees, mankind. So broaden out the understanding of the sea, the land and the trees. until we have sealed the foreheads of the servants of our God. Now, if I was to read it in the original Greek, it would be worded slightly different. It would be better. But for today, I'm just going to read it the way it is. Now, while there's a sailing going on of the 144,000, the chosen ones, there are signs, like you look at a dog that's been abused. Listen to this. Isaiah 41 verse 2. It's another ancient text which is a lot older than the book of Revelation. Who has aroused one from the east? Who has aroused this guy from the east? Who's like the sun? Yeah? Who has aroused one from the east and called him to his feet in righteousness? He hands nations over to him and subdues kings before him. He turns them to dust with his sword. The sword, the two-edged sword from his mouth, the long sword of truth. He turns them to dust with his sword. How can you turn them to dust? What are man made of? Dust. For dust thou ist, for dust thou shalt return. Losing their lives. Yeah? Ezekiel 9 verse 4. How are you feeling right now? Are you sick to the fucking back teeth of what's going on? When are you going to sort this out, Father? When are we going to see these celestial phenomena that were being promised? Ezekiel 9 verse 4. Go through the land. Listen, this is what it says. Go throughout the land, the city of Jerusalem. Throughout the land, the city of Jerusalem, said the Lord, and put a mark on the foreheads. We've just read Revelation. The sealing, the mark, the anointing, knowing who you are. The sons of God, sons and daughters of God, the Father. Our Father. The Great One, the Almighty, the Creator of life. He's our Father. Deserves all the respect that we can give him. Go throughout the city of Jerusalem, said the Lord, put a mark on the foreheads of the men, sighing and groaning over all the abominations committed there. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the killer of the prophets and those who sent to her. This Jerusalem represents the old Jerusalem, the old city that he abandoned 2,000 years ago. Because Yeshua brought in with his Father, as soon as he was resurrected, the kingdom. The Son was alive. Are you